Brown and white.
Up school.
Up school.
Up school.
It all began 90 years ago. In the beginning was the Missionary Sisters of Our Lady of Apostles, OLA Sisters.
We were founded by Reverend Father Augustine Planck of the Society of African Missions. They were a group of Reverend Fathers who were committed to working for Africa. So they came to Africa, they tried to get into the homes, but they couldn't, because at that time, in the 1870s, no man could go into the house, into the home. Only women could go into the homes.
Reverend Father Augustine Planck founded the OLA Sisters with the vision to upgrade and uplift women in the African society.
The old sisters, they came to Africa, to Lagos. They came by boat, weeks in the boat. Sometimes there was catastrophe, and some of our sisters are buried at sea because they had, and many sisters are buried here in Lagos because when they came, mosquitoes, typhoid, malaria, those fevers, there was no solution at that time. So many of them, young sisters in their 20s, who came out to help. It is by their blood that we are standing today.
Out of the vision to upgrade and uplift women came St. Teresa's College, OKE-ADO, IBADAN.
Well, St. Teresa's College was founded in Lagos
In 1933,
and was transferred to Ibadan.
in 1946,
Coming to Ibadan was a blessing for the church in Ibadan.
His Imperial Majesty Olubado of Ibadan land echoes in authority the place of St. Teresa's College in history.
St. Teresa's College, when we were young and growing up, it was a great college, has made tremendous impact on the people of Ibadan, and especially women.
The Irish Sisters of Our Lady of Apostles indeed raised great women in the African society.
The sisters in St. Teresa's, they brought up the girls as women to hold their heads up in society. That if you had students talking, you can know those from St. Teresa's from their English. Tune they use, the way they spoke.
They were being prepared for the society. They were being prepared for the world. So I used to long for it. I used to pray that I would pass my common entrance.
They were prepared not just for office work, they were prepared for the homes.
It made me who I am today, the kind of wife, the kind of mother I am today. The fact that we're going to be wives, so we should be careful whom we choose as life partners, and then of course how we will become mothers, and the sort of things that we should also teach our children. Honesty, truth, very basic things, but very, very important.
one thing that the school insisted on was discipline.
It's really helped a lot of women.
Everybody, whether you are Muslim, Christian, there was no difference.
I was a Muslim, I'm still a practicing Muslim, but I didn't disturb anything. Nobody forced anything on you. But I read lessons of the Mass regularly.
It was a sole reason. And the children were very happy to do it.
It felt like a military camp. It was torture.
They didn't complain. It was for their own betterment.
We saw each other as girls and ladies building the future for ourselves and for our country. There was no issue of discrimination.
And that was the beauty of St. Teresa's College.
I've been in St. Teresa's for probably 5 years now, and academically I've improved.
St. Teresa's prepared me for virtually everything in life.
They taught the entire person, you know, in terms of manners, but there were still people, some of the girls that like leave the school and do all kinds of crazy stuff out there.
I led a team of 6. And there was this public holiday we had, and we had to stay in school. There's this rice, which we call a father rice today, but it was rice in Yakim. We just felt, let's go and buy this rice now, big deal. We jumped the fence to go out. And we were so happy. We jumped first, nobody saw us. Then we now went through the back, bought rice in Yakim, ate, enjoyed ourselves, rice and coke. We're coming back, fulfilled. Guess what? The vice principal had seen us, Ms. Shangowawa, and she waited for us. By the time we were coming back, we were suspended for 2 weeks. And that was close to, we were supposed to write my WAEC. So I wrote my WAEC actually from suspension.
You know, I had challenging moments, you know, but the worst was when I was sent out of both physics and chemistry classes. The teachers back then were a couple, Mr. and Mrs. Thomas. And I got sent out of the physics class. And of course, the following day, the wife sent me out of her class again. It was like expelling me out of her classes. And it was very challenging because I was a science student. But I remembered that the teacher, Mr. Thomas, asked me a question and I was busy drawing or something. So he got angry and told me not to come to his class again. It wasn't a suspension. And the next day, I went to meet my teacher, and one of our teachers, Mr. Ibikunle, to change me to art class. That was how I became an art student, from being a science student. I went to art class and I performed excellently well, but it was really challenging, very challenging.
Brown and white.
Up school.
Up school.
Up school.
I have a lot of faith in prayer, and that is one virtue that I learned from St. Teresa that has kept me going, that has kept my family going, my children going, my grandchildren going. I was married to my late husband for 50 years, and I had a beautiful and happy life.
And I would say that the way I was raised in St. Teresa's, that's actually what helped me in the United States. Because I came here as a teenager and I could have gone astray, but the values that they instilled in me stayed in me. And that really helped me a lot. And that's pretty much what's happened with majority of our members here in the US.
The outcome of whatever you put into your pot tells you if you have a good cuisine. The Reverend Sisters put in their best. It brought up great women.
The first Nigerian principal of Queen's College, Mrs. Coker, was an ex-student of St. Teresa's College. Miss Sefiata, who also was, I think, one of the top female ambassadors representing Nigeria. And look at Abike Dabiri also now. She's an ex-student of St. Teresa's College. I'm proud of her.
We have so many women of high repute that the school has produced, and you find out that their impact is felt.
I founded, an organization that is called the Vanguard Africa, and the Vanguard Africa helps to transform the minds of undergraduates and secondary schools. So yes, St. Teresa's has affected me in that way, and I am committed to giving that back to the society.
I was very new to Nigeria in '64 when I arrived. And by '72, we woke up one morning to hear that the schools had been taken over by the state. And that was a very sad event.
The government said, we are not getting what for the money that parents are paying. Therefore, we will take it over. That was the reason. Now, you have run the institution for some years. Compare and contrast.
They can't even pay teachers.
I do not see a better future for education in this nation if we just follow the way we have followed since the takeover 1975.
In fact, the leaders, they don't mind if our students will be at home for years. It doesn't bother them.
You can't continue doing something in the same way wrongly and you expect a better result.
Government leave the schools to the mission.
If you had paid compensation for the structures, the land, and everything, then you could say you own it.
We see what is happening, and we see the turnaround that has come in states where schools have been returned. Please, or your state government, return our schools so that we can again build things along the structure that some of us had and has impacted on our lives.
The government just let the school go to rack and ruin. When the sisters had worked hard to build up, excellence, let me put it that way. The government, they didn't even inspect to see that the teachers were doing their work, that the students were coping. They just left. They didn't maintain. The schools fell apart. You went to St. Teresa's. The first time I went, I cried because the place had disintegrated so much. This is what people sweated to keep, and to see it now. Even we're still regretting today. And the ex-students are fighting to get back to school.
St. Teresa's College Old Girls Association have taken the bull by the horn to restore the dignity and glory of St. Teresa's College, OKE-ADO, IBADAN.
Before now, the alumni was just Lagos, sometimes Ibadan, then sometimes Abeokuta.
But it will die, it will come up, it will die. I witnessed it with Sister Agnes while I was teaching in the school. Immediately we had Otumba Ranti Koiki, things started changing.
The new STC OGA became a body to reckon with in 2013 when Sister Agnes commissioned me to look into the affairs of the alumni and probably do something. And it is that something that has brought us here.
STC STOGA UK.
The alumni has been on the background until 2013 when Mrs. Ranti Koiki came to the UK. We all gathered at a restaurant in Southeast London
to discuss how we will build up and go forward.
And that was exactly how we all started. And it's all been a very wonderful journey so far.
STOGA Lagos has gone through a rebirth. And as a matter of fact, we had our end of year party 4th of December, which was also the birthday of one of the founding members of STOGA Lagos, Lady Ophelia Aminichi. She hosted us to our 87th birthday party and our end of year Christmas party. In fact, it was awesome. We had more than 40 members in attendance.
STC Abuja chapter came into existence on Sunday, 30th of March 2014. The inauguration took place in the residence of the then Minister of Agriculture, Chief OKE-ADO, and his wife is an ex-Teresian, Mrs. Justina Obey. I remember then Otumba Roti Koiki, the national president, with her team, traveled all the way to Abuja, and it was very, very impressive because they came in large numbers.
St. Teresa's College Old Girls Association, we are the third, and we came into office October 31st, 2021.
No, SOGANA, meaning St. Teresa's College Old Girls Association North America, actually started on the 17th of January 2017. It was officially inaugurated in May of 2019, right before COVID. We started with just about 4 members, and then it grew and grew and grew. And right now, our membership is now approaching about 100. We have 3 countries involved, which is USA, Canada, and Mexico. But right now, we don't have members in Mexico, but we have a lot from Canada, and most of us are here in the United States, and we're all widespread. The association was officially incorporated in April of 2019.
I became the national president in 2013 and was president for 6 years. And in 2019, HD Wise took over from me as president for a year, thereabout. And after then, Ms. Tayo Ladipo, she's been our president from 2020 to date, and the alumni has been waxing stronger. We had a gathering of over 200 women who took off from IBADAN and went to Ilorin for the AGM, where we were hosted by the then governor and, of course, his wife, who was an ex-Teresian. We also had a gala to mark our 88th anniversary. The whole Ibadan was agog with Teresians. We are represented everywhere. Recently, one of us who is a member of the federal government, Honorable Abike, was conferred with a federal award. We had a representation there with the Abuja people. They were fully on ground. We've been able to create a global world of girls who attended St. Teresa's College and are relating together regardless of age, class, pedigree. So the synergy is great. This is a revolution.
Well, I would like to thank the old for keeping such a vibrant association alive.
Brown and white.
Up school. Up school.
Up school.
Alumni exist because they have to give back to the generation that is upcoming. Because the state in which we met the school, for instance, when Otumba Koiki took over, was terrible. There's rarely a class set that has not given something to the school.
We have achieved quite a great deal. As you approach the school, the very first thing you see is that we have given our school a facelift. Even at the entrance of the school, you begin to see a world-class institution, and that you're eager to want to see what's in the inside or behind the gates, the beautiful gates that we have. And then we also have our perimeter fence that over the years had broken down and we had fixed. We have given them new desks, whiteboards. It's no longer fashionable to have the blackboards. So we changed every board in school to a whiteboard.
Then we had our inter-house poll recently. I really appreciate our store guides. I will say a big thank you to Honorable Abike Jabiri, because she's a mother, because I will say she's the major sponsor of this program. The national too, they sponsor, they gave us money. Then individuals, the 1981 set too, they gave out some drinks for the students. They gave out trophies, and people did well. We thought it's going to be a minute one, but on the long run, it turned out to be big.
And also, some class sets also installed ceiling fans in the school. And this is in conjunction with the vision of the Old Girls Association to provide qualitative and standard education for the girls. Even encouraging the teachers also, because if the teachers are not encouraged, if the teachers are not happy, it would also trickle down to the students. So we try as much as possible also to appreciate our teachers.
Our president, our national president in person of Barrister Temitayo Oladipo, always visits the school. She will come into the school, go right into the classrooms, check students, check teachers. At times, she will ask us to call some students out, ask questions from them, and so on like that. We had a situation one time when a child had a problem. She was around at that particular time, and God really used her to solve parts of the problem. And the girl now is free from what she was passing through then.
We have some indigent students in the school that when it's time to do the terminal exams, some class sets, some old girls in the diaspora take this up every year to ensure that they're able to pay for their JAM, the Joint Admissions Matriculation Board exams. They're able to pay for the senior secondary school exam. They're able to pay for the junior secondary school exam. So a whole range of things that we have been able to do. Even making the environment clean. We have toilets that we have put up. We have the incinerator.
We have various programs that they used to come to do for us in school, which the students are really benefiting from, and has been helping them to speak out and come out from their shell.
All the things that I mentioned earlier were taken up by different class sets. We even have a brand new computer lab with brand new computers that were provided for the girls in both the junior and senior school. We have the science labs that were renovated, both the physics and chemistry labs. The home economics room was also kitted and fitted with new equipment. The talk shop was also refurbished, it was rebuilt.
Our school septic tank for the senior school was rebuilt, I won't say renovated, as well as the female hostel septic tank. We had new ones there done by the Stoga too.
Another class set refurbished classrooms in the
junior school, the lower block of the junior school, where they spent over 10 million naira fixing that place.
They re-roof, they bought farm, they did many things. And those that did 40 years last year, they are the ones that established our library here. They put more books there. Even recently now, they just opened the reopening of the toilets. Those people that did 30 years anniversary, they just came to do toilets for us. 6 toilets, they rebuilt it and they polished everything there. They need the modern toilet for us. For the 90 years anniversary now, they have asked us the project, the pending project that we still need. Like the place where we are, they want to do the reroofing of this place. It's already leaking. They have come to see it with their project manager to come and investigate it. So they are doing a lot.
Even those outside the community are fully aware of the impact of STOGA in the school. In 2020, there was a massive deforestation of the trees in the school. The school was like a jungle. And to God be the glory, God made use of STOGA to deforest all these massive trees that constituted threats to the building and even to the school.
Even now recently, we have also taken up the project of tree planting. We took that up sometime in September. We planted trees.
To bring memory and to be part of the Environment United Nations project, so that the school is affiliated with environmental friendly roles.
We also are renovating the school now. I can say that we have done quite a lot to ensure that these girls are comfortable and ensured and assured of qualitative education.
Brown and white, school. Brown and white, school. Brown and white, school. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Love clap.
Since 2013 that we started the revolution, we now have better grades, better WAEC results, and a lot of St. Teresa's College girls are making it into universities. Of course, we are not there yet, but I will say we've done very well. What the government should be doing for St. Teresa's College, Stogites, are standing in, and I want to thank God for that.
The only thing I would say is to say a big thank you to every member of St. Teresa's College of Girls Association, everybody that has been a part of the history of STOGA, every progressive that has made everything we have been able to do possible. I say a very big thank you, and I pray that we will continue to be united. There will be no break, there will be no fall. We'll continue to be united.
St. Teresa's College old girls are powerful. They are relentless, they are united, and they are restoring the vision of St. Teresa's College to upgrade and uplift women to continue to shatter the glass ceiling in the African society and the world at large.
Brown and white,
up school.
Up school.
Now, our goal is to reconnect with our school. Our goal is to take stock of the 90 years of the school, to look at all infrastructural development opportunities to improve the quality of education delivered in the school. I would like to seize this opportunity to thank all ex-Teresians for donations, for contributions, for set projects, for activities to lead to a climax program where we will launch the school again in the week of the 90th anniversary. We have seen so many gaps that need to be filled. The school needs good quality teachers. The school needs a lot of infrastructure, scientific equipment. They need to also be connected to STEM education because it's an all-girls school. And so we're trying to do a global recognition for the school so that we can get more improved opportunities and facilities to improve STEM education. Our theme is shatter the glass ceiling. We are shattering the glass ceiling. We want to make sure the girls are recognized globally and that we can also compete across the world with the kind of quality of education that we do. So it is a great opportunity to chair this important committee made of professionals across selected groups in Stoga, and we are very, very happy at the milestones of achievements we've done.
Happy 90th anniversary to us all. God will spare our life to witness many more. In Jesus' mighty name.
Brown and white, brown and white, brown and white. Thank you. Thank you.
I just want to say a very big thank you to God Almighty for this opportunity that He has given me and my team for, taking part in this 90th anniversary. All the people that we interviewed, all the people that have been with us to make sure that this documentary gets to where it is right now. So thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you.
Brown and white of school. Let me run away. Oh.